If anyone has a specific question that they wanted to ask, feel free to unmute your mic.
Yeah, I just kind of wanted to go back and see if you had mentioned that there were some other tools. I'm just with building the one GPT I've just have in mind for myself is the redaction for like labs being uploaded. You said that there was a workaround or another tool that we might be able to implement with that.
Yeah, there's actually a couple tools. So I want to kind of jump into the different tools that I use outside of ChatGPT. And this is one of those things. This is called HeyGen. So HeyGen is a AI clone of yourself. It will basically take a video that you upload. It'll take a 30-second video that you upload, and it will make a replicated version of you. It will make a true one-to-one replica of you, down to how your mouth moves and how your hands are moving and your facial movements. It will make a true replica of you. This is the wave of the future. This is what's going to happen. There's no questions about it. They're already introducing this into the media. It's already happening as we speak. This is a relatively, I would say relatively, but again, it depends on how you're using it. So let's look at the pricing plans. Creator, $29 a month. And with $29 a month, it says unlimited videos, videos up to 30 minutes, 1080p, fast processing, 5 minutes of avatar, 5 per month. This gives you the ability to create one custom GPT. If you create one and you're not happy with it, you have to remove it in order to add another. I have plenty of people use this that do the same. They actually do that. They go in, they create one, they put a file of it, and then they remove it and add another one, and they just keep flipping back and forth. There's another software out there called ElevenLab, and that's where typically you're going to get the best voice cloning, the best voice cloning AIs is with the ElevenLabs. But this one is actually okay. This one's not bad. 175 languages. I want you guys to understand something. About maybe 2-3 months ago, this was at 13 languages less than 3 months ago. Now it's at 175 plus languages and dialects. So it is becoming very, 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 very smart. And with it becoming smart, meaning your content is only going to become better, more polished as you continue to get better with this tool. So this is one of the tools that I use and I've become very, very fond of. There's another one, depending on the level of content that you're creating, called InVideo.io. This is another kind of AI video creation software, but this is more of a product video type of kind of creation. It's not going to allow you to edit your videos, but this is, again, fairly inexpensive. It's a credit-based system. So you get a certain number of credits. You get use of, stock footage and all that good stuff. There's a free account, but the free account's useless because it doesn't really let you do much. But with any of these paid accounts, you can upload your own voice and you can go in and say, hey, I would like to create a video for this product in my voice. And it will create a video of you in your voice for your products. And all you need to do is give it a prompt. So you can go into ChatGPT and you can say, make me a product video for this product, and it will go in and actually create you an entire video. And if you want to look at the quality of that video, they have an entire YouTube channel that is faceless. The entire channel is all about their supplements, their products. So look, every one of these videos were made in InVideo. So if you want to take a look at a practice that's doing it, right now, they're uploading these as we speak. And some of them, they're old, but they're just sitting here.
Blood sugar levels is critical for long-term wellness.
And that's him speaking in the background, right? So that's Dr. Adrian Denbour speaking in the background. And you can see, like, that's his product, Denbour Choice Berberine. This is, again, a private label product, but he's using his diagrams, kind of explaining what's happening here with the cartoonish looking thing. That's what he wanted. And all of this was produced inside of InVideo, just using prompts. It produced all of this. So That's the power behind that tool that I just mentioned. This one here called InVideo is it lets you build these kind of cool little commercial style videos for your products, your services, things you might be promoting that you need to put together a video for. Like you remember the strategy that we had created. That strategy said that we needed to run short videos for Reels and for YouTube. So every one of those videos could be made potentially here. There's actually another tool that I use called NotebookLM. So NotebookLM, it's a Google-based AI. And the cool thing about this is, as you guys can see, I use this often. What this does is it creates podcasts out of any kind of data that you feed it. So like, for instance, if I click here, create new, I come into create new, I go here to where it says upload source. I can either give it a website, I can give it a Google Drive link, I can paste in text, or I can give it an image file or something else. What this is going to do is it's going to take some time to do a deep dive. It's going to do a deep dive where a woman and a man are going to talk about your products and your services. Now, I've done this already with the practice that I would like to kind of show you. Weight Loss Meds Online is a GLP-1 clinic out of Tampa. And they have on every one of their products, they have this listen to our product deep dive audio. And this is just a podcast of a woman and a man talking about this product. So I want you guys to listen to this real quick. I'm just going to play it for a few seconds.
All right, everybody, welcome to another deep dive. You know, scrolling through my feed lately, it's like, bombarded, right? Vitamins, supplements, every one more revolutionary than the last.
Jungle out there.
No kidding. But one that really made me stop and think was this alpha vitamin.
Oh yeah, I've seen that one.
Triple absorption technology, optimized cellular function. They even try to tie it into weight loss.
A lot of big promises.
Exactly. So today we're diving deep into alpha vitamin. What's the science behind these claims? Is it really the health holy grail they make it out to be, or just clever marketing?
Let's find out.
Okay, first up, triple absorption.
This is incredible, guys. Like, I want you to think of the different use cases here because there's a lot of them. There's a lot of them. You can use this with your blogs. You can do this with your social media posts. You can do this with your kids' homework assignments, where you can literally give your kids homework assignments to this thing and say, hey, summarize this as a podcast for my kid to learn. And it will summarize all that information. I don't know if you guys saw, but the very first thing up here was a Harvard Business Review that was done that I had to listen to. And I listened to it like 15 times to be able to really, truly understand and be able to carry a conversation with it because I didn't have the time to read through the whole damn review. But I went and I listened to this. It was like a 20, 12, whatever, however many minute explanation about it, and that's all I needed. That's it. That's all I needed to know to be able to get that. So this is one of those tools that, again, I use whenever I need. It's free. It doesn't cost anything. It's a great tool, but you have to have a Gmail in order to use it. But this is definitely one of my favorite tools. This one here, NotebookLM. Ashley, yeah, go ahead. Unmute your mic. And I would love for you to share your NotebookLM experience.
I was introduced to this one by one of my customers who is using it to help himself learn by putting research papers into it. So he doesn't have time to read all the research papers. So he's feeding in those huge documents to this and getting like a 20-minute podcast and becoming an expert on whatever constituent or condition that he is currently researching. So it's something that I've been sharing with my practitioners too, just to kind of help them streamline and become more efficient when they are looking to learn more about either products or constituents or conditions. Something that I'm starting to use to feed in Nutridyne's products so that I can share that again with practitioners, because I find some of the bigger challenges when learning about new products or companies that you aren't familiar with yet is how to start to integrate some of these new formulations that maybe you don't know as well. And so it's a nice way for us to be able to share information in an easily digestible format. And then alternatively, when our practitioners are marketing either their own products or ones that they're using as adjunct support, whether they're using Nutridyne or some other professional brand, we know sending out email with video or audio is much more highly engaged with content than just written. So these are just really nice tools for our practitioners to be able to incorporate into their practice and how they're engaging with their patient base or target audience.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I have a lot of people that use this in different capacities. I have some people that take this and actually they download it. And when they download this, they take it into an editing software and they add B-roll. They actually add video on top of this. So again, there's a million use cases, but this tool is so powerful and it's free, which is mind-blowing. So I really, 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 really like this tool.
This one's new for me though. Can you edit the dialogue at all, or do you have to re-upload? Like you can, I know you can upload a PDF or you can copy and paste content. Once you do that though, and it generates the podcast, can you prompt it to change the dialogue or change a descriptive or omit words or change one word for something else?
Oh, 1000%. You can have a conversation with it right here where it says start typing. You can interact with it right here where it says interactive mode. You can click interact with it. So while it's running its podcast, you can click interact and you can stop, jump in and ask it a question. And you can say, hey, by the way, can we just speed ramp this to the end? I want to hear the good stuff. And it will literally do that. You can literally interact with it right here by clicking this button, interactive mode. So yeah, this is actually some pretty cool stuff. Like they're pushing the limits when it comes to cool. You can also add, different things here as well. Like, you can give it supporting documents, notes. You can kind of really play with it so that you can say, hey, emphasize more about this or less about that. So you can play with it right here. Have fun with it, actually.
I am. I think I'm going to be stuck inside all day tomorrow playing with this stuff again.
Yeah, I mean, COVID was like, for me, it was like playland because I had all these tools and it was just like I was building. I was just looking at like all these different things that I could do, and it's just like it was a new world. And some people are just learning about this new world today, literally. Like some people are just like out there today, like for the first time, they're being exposed to it. It's like they've watched the magic trick happen time and time again, but they never are able to figure out how. Now today they're like, oh my God, I got a chance on looking behind the curtain. I can see exactly how it's done. I can see what the missing piece was. So I hope that was, at least at some point throughout the day, the case for you guys. I saved the best for last. There's this one here, which I'm sure a lot of you guys are using. I am actually on Canva's beta testing team. So I started playing with Canva AI back in November, October of last year, before they rolled it out. And I've been playing with Canva in a capacity as a beta tester for quite a while. So there are some things I cannot share with you guys per my agreement with Canva. There are certain things I cannot share with you guys, but I am going to tell you guys that Canva is making some major, 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 major strides in AI. And there are some tools and there are some things that are coming your way that are going to be absolutely mind-blowing. The things you guys are going to have access to and do inside of Canva, it's going to be sick. And it's going to become a connector for Shopify, for ChatGPT. Right now, it's a GPT. So if you click on GPTs, you come here, you see Canva. It's a GPT where you can use it inside of ChatGPT. So you can have ChatGPT help you make an image of X, Y, or Z, and then it'll make it and add it into your Canva. So you can definitely interact with it in that capacity. Once they become a connector and you can actually connect your Canva account to ChatGPT, that's when the next level stuff happens, because that's when you can create these amazing slideshows and you can do all the things that most of you are like, when's that going to happen? Well, that's going to happen once those connections are able to happen where it can actually work inside of your Canva. But Canva AI, what I can tell you, and the things I can share with you, Canva AI is going to become a very, very, very close competitor to ChatGPT in the sense of design. It's going to become very, very, very close. So I don't know if you guys have played around with this or not, but there's a mode in ChatGPT called design mode right here, create image. So I can create image of whatever I want to create. So like, for instance, Dr. McSwain, I can come here and I can say, hey, let me look at this product. So I can grab her product, and for the sake of this, for the sake of speed, I'm just gonna take this. I'm gonna drag and drop it. That's all I did, guys. I did nothing special. I'm just gonna take a picture of the product and I'm gonna say, make me a promo product image with a woman holding my bottle and pushing it toward the audience. Again, I said this earlier, I'll say it again, basic prompt, basic output. So I just gave it a super basic prompt. I'm not gonna expect anything magnificent to come out of this. The better the prompt, the better the outcome. But I just wanna show you guys how improved ChatGPT has become with imaging, because it has become very, very, very good with imaging. So there's one last tool I want to show you guys. It's called Lovable. And yes, the name is truly that. It is lovable. And I have absolutely fallen in love with this tool. I think this tool is amazing. I think that what this gives us the capacity to do, Adrian earlier kind of touched base on an idea that he had of, hey, there's no software that can redact my form. Is there anything I can do with ChatGPT? Can I build one? You're going to use ChatGPT to create the logic. You're going to use this to build it. And this allows you to monetize it, because this allows you to build a software as a service. You can come in here, you can have a conversation with this thing, and you can tell it, I would like to build X, Y, or Z. Check this out. Let's say I would like to build an app. Okay, so I want you to understand, similar to ChatGPT, input equals output. So if we take this input, before I even waste my credits trying this, I'm not going to do it because this is a credit-based system, and I've used a shit ton of credits building what I'm building right now, so I don't want to mess with what I'm doing. So I'm going to come back to ChatGPT. I'm going to come in here to new. I'm going to come here, ask it anything, and I'm going to say, boom, I would like to build an app that is HIPAA compliant and will redact the personal information of a patient file. So the prompt I gave it, I would like to build an app in Lovable that is HIPAA compliant and will redact personal information from a file. Can you help me with the prompt that I will need to provide Lovable with? Keep in mind, this is a developer app and the output is usually ugly. I want sleek, modern design. So I'm kind of giving it my personal experience with it. I know that it's a developer app, and usually when you ask it to build things, they come out very clunky, very ugly, very boxy, and they look like crap. And that would discourage 99.9% of the people in here to see something that a developer would give you if you weren't or didn't have a design mind, right? So it's super, super archaically old. So anyways, I'm going to take this. I'm going to exactly what it's giving me. I'm going to copy it. I'm going to come into Lovable, and I'm just going to paste. So what Lovable is going to do is Lovable is going to go through and start with AI building every single thing that I need built. I want you to wrap your head around what I just said. Using AI, this will actually go through, and as you can see, as it's scrolling, what it's doing here, it is using AI to build every single piece of this site. And then on top of that, what you can do is have here a conversation with any edits that need to happen. Now, while this is running, I want to show you guys what I've been working on. I started working on this on Thursday, and it's crazy how things happen. So I was in ChatGPT, and I asked ChatGPT for a business idea. I said, give me a business idea that I can use to develop an app around. So this is something called a quiz craft. This is allowing you to create quizzes in one click. So let me run you through it. Let me show you what it does. We're going to sign in. And keep in mind, I built every single piece of this through text. And here's all my conversations. We can go back since Thursday when I first started, and I originally give it the command all the way up here somewhere, where I first said, hey, this is what I want to build. And then I looked at it and was like, this is ugly as hell, but I can work with it. And I turned it into this, what you guys are seeing right now. So I'm going to log in. Welcome back. You're logged in. This is the dashboard. The dashboard is going to show you the ability to, all the quizzes you've built, create a course. If I click on create a quiz, this is what it does. I can come in here, I can give it a URL, and I can say generate Q-based questions. It's going to run through using AI. It's going to hit this link. It's going to look at your products. And then it's going to come down here and it's going to make some suggestions. It's going to suggest some tags. It's going to suggest some questions that should be asked, how often those questions should be asked. What's the question answer going to lead to? Does it lead to one product or another? Then once this is done, you can produce it as a PDF and you can print it out and you can hand it over to the patient. So what does that look like in real world? Well, it looks like what Dr. McSwain has on her site right here. Take our 5-minute assessment. It looks just like this, right? Start your quiz. I'm a male. I'm 45 to 64. How often do I exercise? Once a week. When do you primary health needs? I want to stop aging. Aging gracefully, joint mobility, brain activity. I've got brain fog like you read about. So let's go. All right, here we go. Boom. These are my recommended products based on the answers to my questions. So that is a quiz base. That is exactly what this is doing. This is doing exactly that. It's doing that. It's building a quiz-based system for me. Now, I can also use this for content creation like courses, for instance. I can pick from 3. I can do a gut reset. I can do a hormone harmony. I can do a sleeping essentials, a starter from scratch. Again, all based off that link, because these are all products that are in there. Or I can start from scratch, right? And I can just pick a specific one that I want to build, and I can go and I can build it. I can come here to course creator or content creator. I can build any kind of content just with the drag and drop. I can build a book, I can build a blog, I can build any of these things. I can hit a lead dashboard and look at the leads that are coming in from all those things. I built this, guys, on Thursday. Thursday, I built it. Thursday, I started. And I've been not doing this literally all day. I've been doing the 10 minutes here, 5 minutes there, and I've been working on trying to make this, again, something I could use, something I could show, something I could actually work with. So this was just an idea that became a reality really, really fast. Another one is internally here at Carewell, we're building a dashboard. So what I did was I went in here after our meeting and I'm like, hey, we need a dashboard. We need to build a dashboard. So I built some logic around this dashboard that I want built. And now this dashboard acts in a capacity where it does 3 different logics. It tracks fulfillment orders, so you can see all your fulfillment orders as they're coming in. It gives you real inventory stats, so you can see what's coming on inventory. It gives you replenishments, returns, reports, and I mean, everything is in one place. Customer service and support, you can submit tickets. So I literally built this in 15 minutes. And we had a tech team that looked at it that said, well, that's a pretty extensive project. It could take a couple of months in development and 6 figures. I did it in 15 minutes, just a layout. Now, granted, this is not a working model yet, but it's a layout that I can publish and make live once I've tested and make sure that everything does what I need it to do. All I did was fed it prompts. That's it. Replace this. I gave it a screenshot and said, replace this with this. Like, this is not hard stuff. It's not showing up on my side. Also, when I go to preview and just see a white screen that doesn't load. Oh, looking at the console logs right now at your description, and I can see what you're talking about. Look, I mean, literally, it just goes through and tells you the issue is, and let me fix it. Like, it's doing the work for you. Something that you would have to pay a developer hundreds, if not thousands of dollars. Now, this is a credit-based system. So every time you use it, you're using credits. See, I used the shit out of it. I've already used 106 credits since Thursday, 106 credits. And that's a crap ton of conversations, by the way. So anyways, I digress. The credits that you're given are only going to be good for so much back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back. So here's what you do. You combine ChatGPT with this. Instead of coming in here and going back and forth, you just go to ChatGPT and say, here's what I needed to do. ChatGPT will write you the prompt. You come here, you drop it, boom. Let's take a look at the HIPAA compliance. HIPAA secure file redactor. Wow. Upload your file here. Simple, basic. Again, this is what I talked about earlier when I said it's a developer software, so it looks very ugly. You know, we can modernize it with the prompt. We can make it look better. We can try to help it. We can give it ideas, pictures, and it'll definitely implement those ideas and make it look better. Logic is what matters. So, you know, again, we need to provide logic. So I'm going to say, hey, if I upload this image, what does it do? Okay, so I can see the file redaction complete. But what did it redact? I didn't tell it to do anything yet. So again, we have to provide logic right here. So we need to tell it, hey, this is what I want to do. When they upload the file, I want you to show the file in the queue. And then when they hit submit, I want it to go to another page where they can select the area that they want redacted. You see that, Adrian?
Yeah.
Pretty amazing damn tool, man. This is by far one of my very, very, very favorites.
That's cool.
You can do anything you can dream of. You can build in here. As long as you have the patience to go kind of back and forth with it, you can build anything you want. And it's instant too. Like, you know, you go in and type something for it to do, it's right away. So like here, if I say, I would like to add a step. When the user uploads a document, they need to submit the document, then pick the areas. And at the end of the day here, you can actually use AI for a lot of this, but I would also make it to where there's, you know, a screen that opens up that shows the suggested areas. Have the AI suggest areas that need. So, I mean, it goes to work right away. See, it says working, and then it kind of goes through what it's going to do. It's going to say, okay, I understand. I'm going to do this. See, I'll add 2-step process where the users can upload documents, then review the selected areas for redaction with AI suggestion. So it's doing exactly what I'm asking it to do. And then when it's done, it's going to say it's done. Test it. And then you go test it, and then you ask it to do the next thing. You can also deploy on here. So like if you want to build a mobile app, you can deploy on Apple, you can deploy on Google. It comes with deployment ready. So, I mean, it's super easy to build any kind of app and just say, hey, I'd like to put it here.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to do that because I spend a lot of extra time taking a PDF and, you know, putting it into like Adobe Express or Adobe Illustrator and as a PDF, and then just manually, you know, deleting like any type of identify information and just getting it down to like, you know, just the data. And it's very time consuming. So this is going to save me a lot of time.
Awesome. That's good, man. So, I mean, again, play with it, see what you can come up with. This would be a great business idea, especially for someone like yourself that's been looking for something like this, you know, to be able to build it in minutes. I mean, you saw me, I did it in a couple minutes. So this would probably be something really cool that you can maybe create like a little side gig with.
Yeah, no, we're definitely gonna use it. I mean, like I said, we've been trying to figure out how to do it. We had a coder that was gonna basically charge us about $12,000 a month to
Wow.
develop, you know, to develop all the steps, you know, from when we received labs through our, you know, through our lab partners to then have to go through that process. So it's just, this is pretty mind blowing that that's the case, and we can just do something like this.
You know what it is? I'll tell you, like 6 years ago, I had 22 developers on payroll, 22. And at that time, it was like, you know, I'm looking around like, how do we keep these guys busy? But today, like there's these systems that are supercomputing. It's like, it's really insane. Like the capacity that these machines work at and what they do, it's just mind blowing. And we're just talking like one system, right? Like when you start really breaking this down, this is incredible. Like the where we're going to be in 2 years from now, I think is drastically different than most people are expecting. I heard somebody say in 2022 that humanity as we know it will change forever in 2025. This was in 2022. His name is Mo Gadot. He was the CBO of Google. I mentioned his name earlier. He did that podcast with Ed Milet, and he literally said, humanity as we know it will change in 2025. And I think it's already at that point. I mean, it's already there. Like this is like most people have no idea what's true and what's false. Some people do. Some people can identify it and pick it up. But the vast majority of people right now are surprised. They're like, holy crap, that's good stuff. So it's scary what the future holds, man. I hope that everybody learned at least something today. I hope some of you learned multiple things today. You guys can schedule a call in my calendar anytime. If you have a question, if you have something you need to discuss, you want to bring up, you want to, talk about scaling, you want to talk about starting, let's get on a call. Let's figure out where you're at and where you want to be and what do we need to do to get you there.